Minneapolis. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go from Minneapolis. A safe kick taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. First and 10. First play, and McCarthy to throw. And the reception for Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That'll be caught. It's Jalen Wright. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and 6. To the air once more is McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
That's taken in, and he's gonna get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down.
On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
A loss of 4 brings up 2nd and 14 at the 27-yard line.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They're going to motion the tight end over here. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner out. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Now after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. York's kick is good. And the Vikings will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Willis now to throw. He'll get that into the hands of Tyreek Hill. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Catch left side is made by Higgins. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. On the carry, here's A-Chain.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Hill brought in motion. So just a low. Here's a 2nd and 6. Hill brought in motion. Now faking the give. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
He'll let one go down the middle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Hill brought in motion. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Willis. That is caught side of the end zone. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins move out to a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That's taken in by Shakir. And he's down inside inside the 40-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And it'll bring up second down. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing again is McCarthy. Off he goes.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Brings up second and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Head up. This is right. And he's in. Galen Wright. Touchdown, Minnesota. On now, Cade York for the point after. He's got it. And the Vikings are on top. It's now 10-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Tyreek now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 33-yard line.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Willis now to throw. He'll let it go deep left sideline. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's going to dial up another deep ball.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. Open man, downfield, it's Hawkinson. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. In motion, Shakir. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And just a short pickup there to about the 44. Second down and 8. To throw, it's McCarthy. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. In motion, Shakir. Man open is Jones. He's got it. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings attack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Tyreek now to return it. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Willis. Oh, a man open right side. He's got him. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Justin Reed. So we have reached halftime here. It is a 6-point difference at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's A-10. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Willis to throw. Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Now, this looks like a design run, and it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
To throw is Willis. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
This is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Here's Willis. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and also give some credit to the back end, doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
This is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Dolphins will cut the lead from 6 down to 3. So Sanders back out after making the field goal. He sends this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, here's McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is such a challenging route for any defender to guard, Mike, and here's why. It's really a three-way go. I can either run into the flat, I can either sit and stop and just find open space, or in this case, the defender overcommits. I can break back across his face to the middle of the field, and you're wide open.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. He's got a man downfield. It's Shaquille. And he's into the end zone. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Vikings. York, good on the extra point. The Vikings will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Tyreek now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is hard. And he's going to take this one all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Miami. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Washington now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come up here, first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and Frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He'll run with Wright. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
McCarthy to the air on second down. That is caught. What a throw. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota. York. Good on the extra point. And the Vikings tack on one more to their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Tyreek now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Now, faking the give. And is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing is Willis. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
Quick throw here is complete.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's a third down and 4. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Willis. That's taken in. And he will will be taken down. A big pickup. A run up the middle with Achan. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. Once again, it's Achan. And he will score! Game on! Devon Achan. Touchdown, Miami. Now Sanders on for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decided not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. Open man downfield. It's Hawkinson. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. To throw once more. Here's McCarthy. To the left side. That's caught by Mitchell. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
First down.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances?
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He gets this complete to Shakir. And He's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
In motion, it's Jefferson. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. It is brought in the end zone. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Vikings. York, good on the extra point. The Vikings will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Tyreek now to return it. Yeah. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
To throw, here's Willis. Throwing right, it's taken in. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and the first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing, Willis. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
He's got his man. It's Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. His fifth catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Willis to throw. Right back to Hill. He's got it again.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between...
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. They'll drop to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. The official right there to call it. You cannot go out of bounds and then be the first guy to touch it. So that draws the flag. We are set for fourth and long. Willis now to throw. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down on what will be a big play there on fourth and long. Now Willis. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
In motion, it's Robinson. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at a first and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Gain of 12 and a first down. Here is first and goal. To throw is Willis. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown, Dolphins. Sanders here for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. On the give, it's right. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a run. It's Jones. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. They'll go with the sneak. He's going to have a Vikings first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1. Here's Jones. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On the ground, this is right. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. So a win here for the Vikings. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson. Our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say, so long from Minneapolis.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove because I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more.
Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Keep on bluffing, but I just can't win. Drown my songs, but they learn to swim. Man, what a hell of a year it's been. Head in a bottle for my heart in a case. Head's getting harder to act my age. Play a sad song on a tiny violin for the man at the bar confessing his sins. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. Love keeps knocking, but I just stay home. I ain't picking no flowers from the seeds that I'm sown. They say it gets darker when you're coming on door. Still looking for the right at the end of my wrongs. At the end of my wrongs, I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil will walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Try to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. It's a little good news. I need some good news. Sitting here sipping on cold truth. Nobody knows what I'm going through, but the devil wouldn't walk in my shoes. Wish someone told me living this life would be lonely. Trying to get away from the old me. Still stuck singing these blues. All I really need is a little good news. All I really need is a little. Something bring me back to the middle. All I really need is a little.